All right.
Hello, everybody. How is it going?
How's everyone doing out there tonight?
We are back
We are back.
after a week break.
That's right.
Thank you for your patience and waiting for us to come back
Mhm.
on our live stream.
Yeah, thank you. For those just joining us tonight, my name is John Gardner, and this is my wife and law partner, Radlin Mendoza.
Hello, everyone.
And we are the immigration law firm, Gardner and Mendoza. And every week, almost, we come to you from 8 o'clock until 9 o'clock. We do a live stream here on Facebook. We simultaneously do a live broadcast through TikTok. And we like to bring you immigration law updates, important information if we have any, and legal updates. And also, most importantly, we come here to answer your questions. We know you have immigration questions and we have answers. And so it's a perfect match.
It's a perfect match. That's right.
I will warn you that what we do here is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not legal advice. It's for education purposes only.
That's right. We can't give legal advice.
That's correct. We cannot give legal advice unless you're one of our clients, which you can become by retaining us.
Yeah, would love to have you guys as our client. But
Yeah,
tonight
absolutely.
it's information only. So
that's right. We can answer some questions and give you some updates. And I apologize to those on Facebook and to those of you on TikTok. You know, I'm looking around a lot because I'm going to be monitoring the questions over here on TikTok. And hello, everyone out there in TikTok world. Thanks for joining us. We always get a lot of questions on TikTok.
More than on Facebook.
Yeah, a lot more than
so
Facebook.
It's not a competition or anything,
it's
but
not a competition.
TikTok brings the questions.
They really do.
Yeah, y'all are awesome. Keep them coming. Keep them coming.
If you are on TikTok though, and you have the ability to pop over to Facebook, we would prefer that. It's easier for us to read the questions. And it's also
Mabuhay.
We're able to we're able to post the questions, and that way other folks can see it, and maybe they have a similar question. So it's beneficial to do that. And they stay there on the TikTok. You know, they're scrolling through, and sometimes once they're gone, it's hard to get back to them. So if you have the ability to do that, please do. And I see my mother is joining us.
It's my mother-in-law
on Facebook. Hi, Mama. How you doing?
How's it going? Hope you're feeling better.
From an undisclosed location in the Midwest.
That's right. We don't want to let you guys know where she is. We don't want you guys to stalk her and, you know.
Right. The only hint I can give you is it's my childhood home. That's where I grew up.
Yeah. So easy to find out everything on social media now.
Yeah, probably.
But anyhow, we have our first question. You gave our disclaimer. But before we get to the question, for those, well, you know what? I just want to say for those people who are in the Hampton Roads area, please check out our Facebook page. We have information there about upcoming citizenship event where we are helping people in the community, the Hampton Roads community, where our office is based out of, to complete their naturalization application for free so that you all can finally become U.S. citizens. I know some of y'all out there have been procrastinating. Maybe we've got some people on TikTok also. Maybe you've been procrastinating about applying for citizenship. We have a workshop on Saturday, November 12th. It's going to be at St. Gregory the Great Catholic School, Benedict Hall, from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. And we have a bunch of volunteers, immigration professionals, immigration lawyers. We have a former USCIS supervisor. USCIS office is setting up a table.
Yeah.
Also have Tidewater Mortgage there giving out information. Catholic Charities will be there giving out information, as well as the Virginia Beach Business Development Hive. They're all going to be there giving out information. But most importantly, we are out there to help you with your naturalization application. There are 33,000 people in the Hampton Roads area who are lawful permanent residents or otherwise eligible to apply for U.S. citizenship. You could be one of them, and we can help you for free on Saturday.
You know who you are.
So that is our pitch. I'm going to do this like 3 more times during the hour because they really, really want people to come out. We have about 15 people pre-registered. Most people will walk in. If you can, it would be awesome to pre-register. The information is on our Facebook page. And I don't care if you're our client and maybe you can't afford legal services, or a former client, just come out and check it out. If you want us to help you, we will be there for you.
Right. And this is a local event. Just to be clear, for those of you who are not familiar with this area, our office is physically located in Virginia Beach, Virginia, which is on the East Coast of the United States. We have clients all over the United States, however, and we have clients all over the world. So wherever you are, we can absolutely help you with your immigration case. But Citizenship Day is an event that's here in what we call Hampton Roads. For those of you who are not from this area, don't know it. It includes Virginia Beach and Norfolk and Chesapeake and Portsmouth and Suffolk, Newport News, Hampton, just basically all the cities that form this area. It was previously called Tidewater, and now everyone calls it Hampton Roads. Well,
Coastal Virginia.
Coastal Virginia.
Oh, so fancy.
Some of the old timers still call it Tidewater.
So check it out on our Facebook page. If you need more information and you can't find it on our Facebook page and you're here, write it in the comments. For those of you on TikTok, reach out to us at info@gmlaw.net. That's our email. If you're local and you want help, please reach out. So let me grab the first question. Ahmad has a question, and he's put it in twice to make sure that we saw it. We saw it, Ahmad. Let's put it up.
Ahmad's he's a belt and suspenders kind of guy.
That's right. He's like, put the question in, put it in again.
Just
you never know.
That's right.
All right. So Ahmad's question is a really good one. And his question is B1, B2, married LPR, lawful permanent resident. So he married someone who is a lawful permanent resident, filed the I-130, 765, and I-485 before I-94 expired. The I-130 was approved, and they asked me to mail for medical exam. Should the B1, B2 required, is the B1, B2 visa holder required to continuously maintain lawful non-immigrant status? And another way of asking this question is, does Ahmad, or if it's his wife, does that B1, B2 visa holder need to file something else, an extension of that I-94 in order to continue with this process? The answer is no. So long as you have filed that LPR, that I-130 for the LPR, the I-130, 765, and the 45, as you said, before the I-94 expires, there is no need to file an I-539 extension. So Ahmad, let us know if we answered your question. Hopefully we did. But it was a great question. All right.
Okay, we've got some more there. I'm going to scroll back up here and get started with the TikTok stuff, see what we've got here. All right. All right, the first question.
It's tough to read questions on TikTok. It's a little challenging.
The first question, they move around a lot, is the only problem.
Good evening, Miss Lovely. Great to see you. She always comes. Sorry,
that's right.
Go ahead.
The first question that just came up, we're going to need some more information. Clarkson wanted to know, can I still come back to the U.S. if I go back to the Philippines? We would need a lot more information, Clarkson. Not sure.
Maybe there was another question.
What your status is.
Just still come back to the United States if you go back to the Philippines. Yeah, not sure. We could split that question and have a lot of hypotheticals there.
Yeah, we'd have to have too many hypotheticals. We don't know enough there to answer that. Sorry. BNG Fitness says, wants to know, do you also handle waiver of I-751 after divorce of a bona fide marriage?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Sure do. Give us a call. All right.
757-464-9224. Right. Lines are open. They're actually not open. I swear. One minute before this live was like, I can do it. We can give one of the numbers. We use your phone, then call in.
I know.
But guess what?
2 weeks ago, we wanted to make it like a telethon.
I know. But then we didn't. We were figuring out what to wear. We chose our Uniqlo matching jacket. No, is that you? That is not. Never mind. Sorry. John and I had to buy Uniqlo blazers when we were in the Philippines because we forgot our blazers for our lawyer outfits for a presentation we were doing. So this is it right here. It's very light and
Yeah, it's lovely.
summary.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Um,
Grab a question.
Vanessa Virginia says, "Good evening, attorney. Good evening.
Good
Hope
evening.
you're
Good
doing
evening. Good
well."
evening to everyone.
Here's a question: is wants to know how long is naturalization taking? You were talking about Citizenship Day.
Yeah, it
People
depends
are going
on.
to come. They're going to be filling out their N-400. What kind of timeline can they expect here?
It depends on the field office where you're filing, the jurisdiction. And I recently looked up Norfolk, and it's 80% of the cases, naturalization cases filed, are processed within 20 months. We're seeing that a lot faster than that, thankfully, but that is what is on the USCIS website, and that's what we have to go by. So that's just one field office. If I looked up other field offices, it could be similar. Some could be shorter. Let's just do one for fun. Like while you're looking up the next question, I will look up. Let's look up.
I also want to say hi to my nephew Dan. I'm told that he joins us very often. So Dan, if you're watching, just want to say hi, buddy.
What's up, bud? Okay, so for fun, we will look up Cleveland, Ohio. Not the area where John is from.
Yeah, that was completely randomly picked. She did not. That has no association with me.
So Cleveland, excuse me, Cleveland, 12 and a half months. Who wants me to check something else? This will be fun.
Once you've checked Cleveland, there's really nothing.
Let me just double check Norfolk. Norfolk, 17. Okay, 17 months. So as you can see, guys, it's all over the place. Portland, 14 and a half months. You get the idea. Let's go to some of our West Coast peeps. San Jose, 14 months. So it gives you an idea. For those of you who do not know how to check processing times, just Google USCIS processing times, and you'll be able to put the form number, in this case, the N-400, the form categories, application for naturalization, and then you can pick the field office and click on the blue box that says get processing times. And then voila, the number of months will pop up. That easy. Very easy. Very straightforward. So hopefully you guys took notes there.
And if you are one of the people applying in Cleveland, you're lucky. A lot of really cool stuff to do in Cleveland.
Because you live there. Hello, Noor. Hello, Baldwin. Thank you for saying hello. Thank you for joining our live. Quelly has a really good question. Hi, Quelly. Nice to see you again. She says, what other reason can be for a B2 extension other than a family reason? Whatever reason you need the extension. Maybe you can't travel because of COVID. Maybe you came to the United States for a medical appointment and you have a follow-up medical appointment. I mean, the sky's the limit with whatever, the reason is. All right. Hopefully that helps.
All right. Jasmine here says that we passed her question. Did we miss it? I don't see it there.
Oh, there it is.
Yes,
okay.
There it is right there.
All right, let's look at Jasmine. Thanks for letting us know that, Jasmine. We do not need to pass the question.
Skip you there.
All right, have an important question. My spouse works in Qatar, work residency. Excuse me. He is I have a little something. He is Jordanian. How can we know that he will interview in Jordan? How can we determine at national visa NVC stage? I would have to. So it's something that you pick. You pick that on the I-130 petition as far as where you want him to interview in the embassy. And so that's one. If you don't know what you picked, thanks for that, love.
Yeah,
if you don't know what you picked, or you're trying to figure that out, you can actually email the National Visa Center and request that he gets you want him to interview in Jordan. So it's something you have to do a little bit of homework if you don't know what you chose on the I-130 petition. Hopefully that helps, Jasmine, and you get it all worked out. My parents were just in Jordan.
That's right.
They loved it. Amman.
Mhm.
And then my siblings and I met them in Israel. So it was a really fun trip to be with parents. Jordan next. I'll definitely check that out because they loved it.
Yep. On our list for sure.
On our list. On our
We have
list.
so many places on our list, but that's on our list.
I
too.
know. Yeah. All right. What do we
Okay.
have? I mean, I know we have 100 questions already on TikTok.
The next one up here, and we just take them. We just take them in the order that. But yes, they're already 50, 60, 70 questions here.
Hold on, real quick. Jasmine says thank you, welcome in. I bet you the people here. If I said Jasmine coming to Jordan, would you like to meet us for coffee? Or can you show us around? I bet you Jasmine would. Any bets?
No, I would never take that bet because I know she would.
All right.
All right. The question here is, can a student still get a green card if their status visitor visa is expired already?
Depends. It
Yeah.
depends on how you get the green card. If
Yeah.
you get married to a U.S. citizen, then you can. Other very limited ways.
Yeah, and we're not suggesting that, by the way. We're not suggesting that you go find
No,
somebody. to
that's
marry.
right. Some people, yeah, for
We're just saying that is something that could potentially lead to.
if
being
you
able to adjust your
this sounds
status.
very business-like, but if you enter into a relationship with a U.S. citizen and
that
it is a bona
culminates in-
fide marriage,
Right.
bona fide marriage and relationship, then it is a
Mhm.
possibility that you may be able to get your lawful permanent resident status through that bona fide marriage and relationship.
Yeah, and look there, Jasmine is telling us sure.
Sure, with 3
That's
exclamation points. Yes.
So when we come to Jordan, we will
Yes.
find Jasmine and meet for coffee. That'd be fantastic.
Rhea, can you make sure to get Jasmine's contact info?
That's right.
Maybe a little. I was just there 3 weeks ago. So in the area, in the region.
Yeah, set it up, Rhea. Thank you.
All right, great.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, awesome. Rhea, you can meet us too.
That's right. Since you meet us places now, Rhea, that
Rhea,
could be your,
Rhea
wherever
is
we go,
our
you come to.
virtual assistant in the Philippines, and we had the absolute opportunity and pleasure to meet Rhea and her family
Wow, that was so
about a
great.
month ago.
Yeah,
and
that was
Rhea is awesome.
Yeah, she is. We were in Cagayan-de-Oro.
Rhea's probably not even on. She's like, I'm
This-
having coffee right now. Okay, let's see here. Baldwin says, my husband is a green card holder.
I'm
What?
sorry. That made me LOL. This person is saying, how do you say this?
Panay, Virginia.
Panay,
She's in Virginia.
Yeah,
That means Panay in Virginia.
Panay, Virginia says, hi, I'm here in Virginia Beach. When are you coming over?
When's the party?
Yes.
When's the
We
invite?
don't have to go all the way to Jordan to have some coffee.
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, he's right here. Or she.
Yeah.
I can see
Okay,
that, she.
so Panay from Virginia, if you are not a U.S. citizen yet and you would like to become a U.S. citizen and you want us to help you for free, then please come to St. Gregory the Great. Check out our Facebook page, Gardner and Mendoza, Gardner Mendoza Law, and but tell your friends, please. We the more applicants, the better. We love it when it's busy. We have about 17 volunteers. That's a lot. It's a lot of volunteers, and I want to keep the volunteers happy and busy because that's what they're there for, and that's what they want to do. So we're super pumped up.
Absolutely. All right.
All right.
And I like this photo. This is
Oh,
cool.
that's beautiful. Where is that photo taken? Is that waterfall?
It looks like a waterfall. That's
Mhm.
cool.
It's hard to see the profile, but that looks beautiful. We love John and I and our family. We love to travel. Husband is a green card holder and I'm overstayed, but I got my social security number. Can we apply for adjustment of status? Yeah, it's a little bit different. Husband is a green card. Okay. So let me just speak generally here, okay? Because again, as John mentioned, we cannot give legal advice. We have very little bit of information on the screen here. We have Baldwin who says that she has overstayed. Maybe she's on a tourist visa and she overstayed. And her husband is a green card holder. That's awesome. Question is, can I now apply for adjustment of status, get my green card? How many months or years will this take? Is there a possibility that the application will be approved? So with this alone and basically no, Baldwin is not grandfathered under any old laws. So we do a whole analysis during consultation. I'm going to say most likely not, will not get approved. Unless, of course, she's grandfathered under an old law, or you're grandfathered under an old law. One solution to that might be for your husband to become a U.S. citizen and apply for you after you become a U.S. citizen. So hopefully that helps. If you would like more information, in all of these questions, I welcome all of you to make an appointment with our office. And really, we get down and dirty with the details of your immigration history and your case. And we really explore all the different options that may be available for you. That's really just not possible during our live. And you want to let them know how to make an appointment and how much we charge for a consultation, everything?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to take a little sip of seltzer. This was supposed to be tea, but we looked at the clock and we were like, oh my gosh, it's 7:59. We have to go. So
you can reach us at info@gmlaw.net. You can call us. Our phone number is 757-464-9224. And you can schedule a consultation. It's $275 for an initial consultation. And as Radlin said, that's an hour of time to really just get all of your facts, your history, and try to figure out what will be the best course of action for you. And sometimes it may be no course of action. Not only is it a consultation to try to determine what you might want to do or can do, but also maybe to give you warnings about what not to do, because there may be action that you're about to take that will actually be really, really bad for your case. And we can help you avoid making mistakes as well. So, I'm biased, of course, but it's absolutely the best investment that you'll ever make, because you're important and your loved ones, your family are certainly important enough to pay $275 to make sure that you're getting this right, that you're getting off on the right foot and that you're doing it the right way. And you may decide to just have us handle the whole thing for you so that you can get back to doing whatever it is that you enjoy doing and not have to worry about it, and just let us worry about it and take care of it.
Yep.
So I think it's absolutely worth it. And we represent people all over, as I said. If you're not comfortable dealing with somebody who is not in your hometown, if you're, more old school and you just prefer to go down and visit them in their conference room or their office, fair enough. That's completely up to you. But at least promise us that you'll do that as well. Okay. If you don't want to talk to us, talk to a professional immigration lawyer that's in your area, if that's what you prefer. It's absolutely worth it. Okay.
Yep. Awesome. Thank you for that question, Bob. It's a really good question. All right. Let's
let us know where the waterfall is. We're curious.
Yeah, we won't answer any more questions unless you let us know where the waterfall is. We like to entertain ourselves while we're answering questions. Okay, I'm going to answer Clark. Clark is writing in from TikTok because his question got cut off. And while I'm doing that, you can take a look for some over on TikTok. All right. Clark says, basically, my question is,
this was the very first question. Yeah, we needed more info. Here we have it. Okay, great.
Can I visit back to the Philippines and come back to the U.S. legally if only I have an I-94 and working authorization card? So, Clark, you would most likely need a re-entry permit. Again, I don't know what you have, but most likely you would need a re-entry permit to come back in. So if you have filed for the green card application, for example, then you can apply for the advanced parole I-131, which will allow you to come back into the United States after a short visit while your adjustment of status application is pending. So hopefully that helps and answers your question.
All right. And Annie here on TikTok wanted to know, she has a family member that's currently going through a divorce, but that family member has her residency through her husband. And it's not specifically asking, it's just giving that information. But I think the question is, and we get variations of this question quite often. That is, okay, I'm in this immigration process and now the marriage is ending. What's going to happen?
Right. And she's got the green card through the spouse. So if she has not filed the petition to remove the conditions on her lawful permanent residency, if she got the 2-year card, then yes, under all circumstances, depending on the circumstance, she will still be able to proceed with her immigration case. If she only has a 2-year card and has to file a waiver for the petition to remove the conditions on the lawful permanent residency, that is a little bit more challenging, because you have to submit documentation and prove that it was a bona fide marriage, and really like to put a lot of documentation in there. So if she has a 10-year card, then it's really not an issue at all. So hopefully that answers the question. If your friend wants more clarification, we're happy to deal with her and just make things clear. Now, that is a perfect example, right? So her friend is already divorced or getting divorced?
Family member, actually.
Family member, okay. Mm-hmm. Already divorced or getting divorced? Well, whatever the situation may be. Maybe
currently going through a divorce.
Going through a divorce. So family member is stressed, right? Family member is like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen to my green card? I have this great job here in the United States. Maybe I've got kids. What's going to happen? Am I going to be deported back? I mean, we do a lot of consultations where people don't know what's going to happen after they get a divorce. So really, it's peace of mind, right? I'm giving the peace of mind to your cousin right now, but the peace of mind is worth it, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I mean, when our team consults with people, it's a knowledge, right? It's a knowing, and there's just a sigh of relief when, like, if I told your family member, you're fine, don't worry about it, you don't even need your spouse anymore, there would be a sigh of relief, and just all the stress will come outside of her body, and she'll just, she'll feel great. Right now, she's probably walking around with a big weight on her shoulders, figuring out, and how long has she been doing that, for the whole pendency of this divorce. So, sometimes it's great to just know. So thank you for that question. These questions, guys, by the way, many of these questions we've seen before, they're repeated. And so what that means is you are helping other people by asking these great questions.
Right. And social scientists will tell you, and psychologists and psychiatrists will all tell you that uncertainty creates more stress for human beings than anything else. Even knowing bad news is not as stressful as not knowing. All right. So it's worth it.
In this case, it's not bad news. Okay. Noir says, I did a consultation with your law firm and need $2,000 to start. Can I pay the $1,000 to start and do payments for all the balance? The answer is yes. And let them know we said yes.
And yes. And thank you. That tells us that you had a consultation and would like to proceed with us. That's great feedback. Thank you.
We would love
happy to hear that.
Okay. All right. Let's see here. Do you want to grab a question over there?
Yes. User 8, too many numbers, wants to know, can you file for adjustment of status if the F2A is not current anymore?
No. Most likely not, unless you're grandfathered. And make sure that you're looking at the visa bulletin correctly and know that it's not current anymore. So, but the answer is no. Unless, again, I mean, you could be grandfathered, or somebody could be grandfathered under 245I. You probably wouldn't even know. But we have to ask that question. So probably not, unless you're grandfathered. All right. So Clark, he comes back. See, Clark, never mind. He says, I just found out I have advanced parole to use for reentry. So yay. Awesome. Good job. Answered Nora's question. John, oh, look how cute this is. Cute photo.
Yeah.
John says, my uncle wants to go here on a tourist visa in the United States, but his wife is overstay and has expired visa here in the United States. What is the best thing to do?
His wife. Yeah.
This is a little tricky. Really, the heart of this question is, excuse me. Sorry. We have to run the humidifier tonight.
Yeah.
The heart of the question is if John's uncle applies for a tourist visa, is he going to be able to get the tourist visa? Because hey, his wife is here and she's overstayed. So what's the likelihood that he's actually even going to get this visa, knowing that his wife has overstayed in the United States? And if John's uncle already has a tourist visa, then it's an issue with the port of entry officer at the airport. What are they going to ask him? Who is he coming to visit? What is he going to say? What is the best thing to do? This is a very open-ended question. The chance that if uncle has not, I'm just going to use this scenario, right? If uncle has not gotten a tourist visa yet, or is he renewing his tourist visa, he will have to put on his application the family members that are living in the United States. So there's a likelihood that if he puts his wife down on the application, they're probably going to deny the tourist visa. Now, I don't know that for sure, or even they'll ask, but it is a high possibility. What is the best thing to do? We always advise our clients that they have to tell the truth, right? And this is just information. If he puts that on there, then probably will not grant the tourist visa. So I'm not sure what the best thing is to do in this case with regard to how to come here. I would have to know a little bit more about uncle, whether he's got employment opportunities, whether he has investment opportunities. If that's a different question. So, but that is a good question. All right.
All right, and Annie had the follow up with this was the family member going through the divorce, and then wants to know, would this affect her getting her citizenship? And the answer is no. If once she's a permanent resident, if she decides later to move on to citizenship, then if she meets all the regular requirements for citizenship, it wouldn't matter that she's divorced now.
Correct. Yep. Again, it goes to whether that marriage was a bona fide marriage. Okay, hold on. Someone's asking about Citizenship Day. What time in Virginia Beach for citizenship? Okay, I'm going to mention this really quickly, guys, again. For those of you in the Hampton Roads area, Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Newport News, Peninsula, even the Outer Banks, you want to drive here. If you want to drive from Northern, you want to come here, we will do your naturalization application. Saturday is going to be a citizenship event, and we're super excited about it. It is in person. We haven't done that in a couple of years. And we're here to help lawful permanent residents prepare and file, well, not file, but prepare 400 applications. So we have 17 volunteers. We've got 7 immigration attorneys. We have a USCIS supervisor, former supervisor coming. USCIS will actually be there too, passing out information and answering your questions. Tidewater Mortgage is helping with this, sponsoring. Mm-hmm. They're sponsoring lunch, and they will also lunch for the volunteers. Sorry, guys. And they'll have a table there, as well as the business development team in Hive in Virginia Beach, Catholic Charity, and we have some delicious pastries that are going to be provided to our volunteers for breakfast by Grenier European Bakery and Cafe in Virginia Beach. So we're super pumped up about this event because we've always done it, but it's always been sort of, we've never had sponsors. We've never had tables with information other than USCIS, which is great. But we're very excited that we're able to have these other organizations give you information, important information. So that is going to be at St. Gregory the Great Catholic Church on Saturday, November 12th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Piney, Virginia. You've got the information. Please come out, let your friends know, and come to our Facebook page because we have that on our page. So it's all the posts that we've had for the past 5 or 6 days have been about Citizenship Day.
Yeah, and I'm glad you caught that. A good thing you can read Tagalog.
Yeah, well. All right. Sergio. Baldwin asked if she can renew her advanced parole, expired on 12/12/19. Wow, that was like 3 years ago. Mm-hmm. So my question is, what's happening with the case? But Possibly. I don't know how you got the advanced parole or, what the basis is, but possibly. Sergio says, I got married 3 days ago in the Philippines. I have to fly out this weekend back to the States. How soon can I start the process on getting my wife to the United States? Now, right now.
Mm-hmm. Congratulations, Sergio.
Once you get back in, yeah. What do we have
That's a stadium of some sort.
Awesome.
I don't know where he is.
That is very exciting, but yes, now, as soon as you get back, we can
Sergio,
help.
what's that stadium behind you? It looks cool.
Let us know. Let us know in the comments. Okay. Sipa says, I have my asylum approved and I filed for my daughter and I want to expedite her case. So I do not know the logistics of expediting a case for your daughter after your asylum has been approved. I apologize. There is another attorney that works on specifically those types of cases if you want to reach out. If Ria, if you're here, if you can just kind of make a note of this question and so we can get back to SIPA. Right.
And Sergio, there are several steps that you'll have to take. The very first step that you need to take is to call 757-464-9224 and schedule a consultation with us, okay? And then we'll take it from there.
Our lines will be open when you get back. Yes, and Barcelona Stadium is being awesome.
Oh, that's super cool. Thank you, Sergio, for letting us know that. We're going to be in Barcelona.
Hopefully
this coming summer.
Our daughter is thinking about doing study abroad in Spain. So we need to go check out this. We need to go look at it. We can't just send the kid there.
Salamanca, Madrid, Barcelona.
Nice. Yep.
We're going to check out some of her options. See what she likes.
Yeah. So, and John and I lived in Salamanca, Spain for 3 months to learn Spanish.
That's right. We lived
20 years ago.
That's right. 22 years ago.
22 years ago. We lived there for 3 months. This is a funny story. Our parents were like, so you just graduated from law school. You want to open your law firm and you want to learn Spanish. And so before you do all that, you want to go move to Spain.
Right. You're like, yeah, it's going to be great.
Yeah, this is what we want to do.
It's going to be fantastic. We're going to learn Spanish and it's going to be wonderful. And it was fantastic. we ran out of money.
Mom, we ran out of money.
Mama, thanks for sending the extra cash.
Yeah.
And the care packages.
And the care packages is awesome. However, we had a El Mago magician in Spain.
Right,
it was a late night bar. I mean, we were just there for the tapas. We weren't there for like the red wine, drinking out of the red wine out of the. No, we weren't doing any of that stuff. I mean, we were just there for the tapas.
We can't chug red wine like this.
No, not at all. But there was a magician and he was looking at our palms. We were married at that time. And he told us that we were going to have 3 daughters and we just laughed. We never even thought kids weren't really on our radar. We were just
true story.
Too young. We were just too young and not even thinking about that. Mm-hmm. And guess what? We have 3 daughters.
We have 3 daughters indeed.
Which is nuts. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. Okay. All right. Enough of that.
True story. That's absolutely a true story.
Yep.
Okay. You want to take one over here from
TikTok? Yeah, absolutely. We take 2 from over there. TikTok.
Here's a question. How long is the waiting time when you file an immigrant petition for your parent?
This would be a nice time to go over I-130 processing times. This is what we are about to go over to answer this question and everybody else's questions about how long does it take for the I-130 petition to be approved. And of course, the I-130 petition is filed for the family members of lawful permanent residents and U.S. citizens.
So a U.S. citizen filing for a parent, spouse, unmarried child under 21 years of age. California Service Center is 10.5 months. Nebraska Service Center, 10.5 months. Potomac Service Center, 12 months. The Texas Service Center, 11.5 months. And the Vermont Service Center, 16 months.
I think you should read these processing times like we used to read like Good Night Moon to our children or the Big Red Barn.
I think I just did.
You did.
Did anyone fall asleep
Yes.
just now? Did anyone fall asleep?
Okay. So
All
we
right.
have lawful permanent resident.
Oh yeah. Oh, I thought we wanted to just because they were asking about the parent lawful permanent resident filing for family members they can file for. This would be a spouse and unmarried children. California Service Center is 25.5 months. The Nebraska Service Center, 10.5 months. The Potomac Service Center, 29 months. The Texas Service Center, 20 months. And the Vermont Service Center, topping them all off at 30 months.
Yes.
Is that better?
I was kidding. I thought you did great. And for those of you who have I-129F petitions, we have been reporting for the past few weeks that it went from, I don't know, 10 months to 14 months. And now it is at 15 months.
California Service
Yay!
Center.
Yeah, California Service Center.
15 months.
15 months for the fiance visa.
That's right.
All right. Sergio says that he's still waiting for the local Philippine government marriage certificate. And look,
over the moon.
he saw
Good night,
Messi
bro.
play in Spain.
Oh,
That's
wow.
awesome.
That is so cool.
That is really
I'm
cool.
a soccer player, so that's
John, lifelong soccer player.
lifelong.
Now soccer
That's
coach
cool.
for our daughter.
That's right.
She loves soccer too.
Our last is on Saturday. We've had a great season. I won't mention we have a winning season, but I don't want to act like it's all about wins and losses. It's about recreation and getting out.
It's about the beautiful game.
That's right. That's right.
All right.
But we have won almost all of our games. That's just a side note.
Timothy Scott, do I need to hire a lawyer in applying for a labor certification stage for my employees? I would. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a very technical process. Yes.
Yes.
Timothy, reach out. We can help you. Lee says hi. Hi, Lee. Lee from YouTube.
Okay, that was the next one. You just took it. Do you need to hire lawyers? Yes.
It says we're biased. I don't think we're biased.
Biased about what?
Hiring a lawyer. We hire lawyers.
Oh yeah, no.
We hire all kinds of professionals.
That's absolutely we're absolutely biased.
I don't think we're biased.
Yeah, I mean,
no, we're not.
It's a good bias for sure.
I don't think we're biased.
Oh, I am totally.
Okay.
Okay, let's see here. We already talked about the parents. Okay, next question up here. My I-90 has been in review for 2 years, just for a renewal. Is there anything I can do?
You should apply for citizenship.
Okay.
What do you think? Who asked the question?
Yeah, do you want to expound on that? Mimi's.
I'll expound on that. I just think that you should apply for citizenship if you're eligible to apply for citizenship. And if you say, no, I don't want to, or I can't, or whatever, what's the reason? What's the reason? Why? You haven't applied for citizenship yet. Stop renewing that I-90, right? Okay, fine. You don't want to apply for citizenship. Let me get off the soapbox. No, actually, I'm not, because I care. I care. And I'm going to tell you the story. I'm going to tell you a quick story. It's probably not even going to be quick. Why we do Citizenship Day. Why in this area for many, many years now, probably 10, have, and I'm not trying to like pat myself on the back. I organized Citizenship Day every single year for 10 plus years is because I had a bad experience with a client when I was a new attorney, and I was not able to help her. She got deported because of she unfortunately had issues with drugs. Many people have issues with drugs. It does not mean they're terrible people, but they kind of piled up. It was a couple of offenses. And I went to go visit this client in jail because of the drug charges and the convictions. And she had moved to the United States at the age of 2. And she was from the Philippines, and she thought she was a citizen. She's 2 years old. And she had these issues, and she did her punishment that she got because of the charges. But there are also immigration consequences of these drug charges, and she was deported because of them. There's not a single thing that John and I could do, and it broke my heart because this woman was about the same age as me at the time. Well, would be the same now, and she had 4 little children. I was pregnant with our first child, so this was 20 years ago, and there was absolutely nothing I could do. And I went to my dad, my parents are Filipino, and I said, Dad, there's nothing that I can do. I'm just heartbroken and da 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 da. And he said, why didn't she apply for citizenship? Why didn't her mom apply for citizenship when your client was so she could get citizenship from her mom? So my dad was just asking very practical questions, and just boom, dawned on me, light bulb. I can't help this client anymore, but I can help people apply for citizenship. So this never happens to a family that breaks a family apart like this.
Yeah.
And I spoke with her through Messenger a couple of years ago. And to this day, she still has not seen her children. And, it's a matter of money and finances and logistics. And that was 20 years ago. Like, just thinking about it now, having 3 children of our own, not being able to see them for mistakes. So that is why I am, just super adamant about I-90 Mimi's applying for citizenship. Yes, I want you to vote. I want you to serve on a jury. Yes, I want you to work for the federal government. That's your choice. But more importantly, we want you to be able to stay in the United States and never get ripped apart from your family, like we've seen many times. This was not the only client. We've worked on other cases where
so many. I mean, if you don't want to become a citizen to become, active, as Radlin said, I mean, there are a lot of U.S. citizens who are not politically active at all.
Right.
I mean, Americans that are born here, that some of them don't even vote. So, that's fine if that's your choice. You don't have to be super active in U.S. politics or anything like that. But if nothing else, as Radlin said, it does shield you from a potential deportation. And it's easier to get in trouble and have an immigration problem than people realize. I mean, you might be thinking, oh, well, I mean, I'm never going to commit a crime, so I don't have to worry about it.
That's not true.
Or, I didn't kill anyone, so what's the big concern? But that to me is like the folks when I was doing criminal work who used to say, well, I don't have anything to hide, so they can come search my house all they want. Not me. I don't have anything to hide, but I certainly don't want the government searching my house. Okay. Whether I have anything to hide or not, it's just, I don't. Okay. And you and citizens obviously cannot be deported, and you can get in trouble faster than you think. I've had clients that had DACA, and then they got a DUI, and then now they've got a problem. Right. Or people that have been married for years and years, and then they have a bad night and things get out of hand, and they have a fight, and somebody called the police. Next thing they know, they've got a domestic assault and battery case that's going on, and they got a problem.
Right. These are things that can happen to
a 19-year-old
college
student. It's your kid, and they're not a U.S. citizen, and they,
marijuana.
Have some marijuana. I mean, nobody's ever had marijuana in college. I know that, except for this one situation.
There's one person in the whole entire world.
And then the next thing you know, instead of just dealing with the marijuana or the DUI or the domestic assault and battery, you have that criminal problem. And then when that criminal problem is over, the second shoe drops, and that is the immigration problem. So you can fix all that by becoming a U.S. citizen, and then you can go, and I'm not saying you should go commit crimes, but you can at least not have to worry so much about it if something does go wrong. And I know that we all think we're never going to find ourselves in that situation.
Good people make bad decisions sometimes.
Yeah.
And I guess what we're saying is just no judgment on my previous client, our previous clients who came to us with these criminal issues. I mean, the one terrible one where the person was really defending himself and his family and pulled a gun.
Yeah.
And that was horrible. And he was in his own business.
He was in his own business.
Again, a gun on someone who was being aggressive towards his wife. And he was convicted of
brandishing a firearm.
And that was a deportable offense.
Yep.
And he got deported.
He got deported. That's right.
Yeah. So
people broke into his business and were threatening his wife, and he pulled out a gun to defend himself. And he's not in the United States anymore. If he had been a U.S. citizen, he would still be running his pizza shop. So,
and he had been a permanent resident for 20 years.
Yeah.
20 years and had 3 U.S. citizen children and a U.S. citizen spouse.
This is our soapbox. I'm sorry. We get on it every once in a while. We try not to do it every week, but sometimes it just comes up and then we're on it. And it just reminds us we've seen so many cases like this. So just please.
What the main reason when I talk to people who have waited 10, 15, 20 years to file for U.S. citizenship is just like, it just was never an opportunity. I never gave it my attention. I wasn't sure about this address, so I just left it there and it just sat there for years. We are going to be here to help you on Saturday, November 12th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. if you're in the area. We have a lot of volunteers who are ready to help the community to file once and for all your N-400 application so you can be a U.S. citizen, okay? And there's going to be a lot of information there from other organizations that you can take as well. All right.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. She just asked one simple question about the I-90. Yeah, about your I-90. There are severe backlogs right now for the I-90s. It's terrible. You're going to have to just go in there if your I-90, if you don't have an I-551 card or stamp, you have to just keep going in there, making an info pass appointment and getting it stamped. Unfortunately, that's the only thing that we can do. I mean, if it's outside of processing times, I've not checked I-90 processing times in a while, but I know they're taking a really long time. We just got one approved. I don't know how long it was pending. Remember that one? It was like 2032.
Yeah, that's right.
It was the first time that I've seen 2032, and I was just like, this is a mistake.
That's right.
But it's 2032, not 1932. That's when the card expires. But anyway, you're going to have to just, again, keep renewing, getting a new I-551 stamp or getting an I-551 card while that's pending. If you are eligible for U.S. citizenship and we have motivated you to apply for citizenship, you can apply for citizenship even though that I-90 is pending. So,
yeah. So be careful out there, please. I spent the first 15 years of my career working with prosecutors and U.S. attorneys.
Yeah. Trying
to just thread the needle to help our client stay in the United States. They weren't worried as much about going to jail. They were more worried about having to leave the United States and leave their family. Because in the end, that's what immigration law is really mostly about, is family.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, Lee, he's been waiting patiently, or she. Yeah. Can I pay for my visa now and book for my medical while I gather all of my requirements? This is for the I-129F, the fiance visa. I'm not exactly sure what this question is. I mean, there are 3 steps to the fiance visa. The first step, of course, is to prepare and file that I-129F petition. And that's the first step. Once it gets approved by USCIS, then your case goes to the National Visa Center. There you will have to complete your DS-160 as well as pay your visa fee at that point in time. You cannot pay that ahead of time. And that's also where once it's done processing there, that's when an interview and medical is scheduled. So I'm not sure whether you're asking, Lee, whether you can do all that now before getting an I-129F approval. If that is your question, then no, you cannot do that stuff now. Hopefully we answered your question.
All right. Denise has an interesting question there.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yep. From YouTube. Hello. My brother and I have a YouTube competition who can get to 1,000 first. So Denise, if you have a friend and you want to tell them to follow our YouTube channel, please do, so I can beat my little brother. All right.
Yeah, so the question, she lives, my daughter lives in Jersey. Yeah,
Jersey. Yeah. We went to, that's where John and I met and went to law school.
We spent some time knocking around New Jersey.
Seton Hall
School of Law, Newark, New Jersey. That's where we met. Great place. Anyway, my daughter lives in New Jersey and she petitioned for me to live in the U.S. I think she's saying, do I have to land at Jersey port of entry? In other words, when I come to the U.S., will I have to come through New Jersey port of entry since my daughter lives there?
No, not necessarily. I mean, if you put your address where you're going to be living somewhere else, then no, you do not have to go through Jersey port of entry. If you put your daughter's address down in New Jersey and say you are going to Florida because you want to visit your sister or just go to Florida first, then you will just have to explain that if they ask you that question. But no, you do not have to go through Jersey port of entry. You do not have to go fly into Newark, New Jersey.
It's a nice airport, though.
It's huge now. It's massive.
It is.
It's crazy. Changed a lot in 20 years.
Yeah.
22
yeah, we
years.
spent
We're
a lot
so
of time
old,
going in
guys.
and out of the Newark, New Jersey airport.
Yeah. So yes, you can use another airport. Yep.
Absolutely.
So, and maybe the question, Denise, is, do I have to go live with my daughter? And the answer is no, you do not. If that is not your desire.
Or maybe it was, do I have to live in New Jersey? Maybe this was a
New Jersey question.
Yeah.
Yeah. Our parents don't live with us, and nor do they want to. Okay.
That's right. New Jersey is nice, though. I mean, New Jersey has a reputation, but a lot of New Jersey is really fantastic.
Timekeeper's coming. Timekeeper's coming.
I hear.
One more question. How long is the
to
process for the fiancé visa? So a long time. Facebook user, anonymous Facebook user, a long time, longer than you think. The petition itself is now taking 15 months. So let us know if you want us to give you other options. Book a consultation with us. We'd love to talk to you.
Yeah, and while you're there, can you also just issue that warning about work? Because that's something.
What's that?
You know, that whether about not being able to work, and that's something people really should take into consideration.
Yeah. So when you come, one of the disadvantages of the fiancé visa is that your spouse will be the spouse after you get married within 90 days. Cannot immediately work. It takes about 6 to 8 months for the work permit to arrive currently. So that's a big disadvantage, and possibly getting married could be a better route, but I don't know. It of course depends on the couple's goals.
All right, and we've got a question over here. Can I apply for a green card after my F1 visa?
Sure. If you have a sponsor, if you have an employer that sponsors you, you get married to a U.S. citizen.
Yeah.
A couple ways there.
I mean, it's just not an automatic. If the question is is it an automatic thing to go from the F1 to the green card? No. But is it possible to get to a green card from the F1? Yes. It would depend on the facts, and you need to talk to us about that.
Ray's just look. So our timekeeper is our daughter. She is 11 years old. She's an amazing kid. She is here. She's not coming on camera. Why aren't you coming on camera, Ray? You normally do.
Here's a quick question here that I wanted to
Dad's trying to get a quick question.
Just real quick here, because this is
Ray's part of the team. Ray's part of the team.
This is
if you watch my TikTok, I had the hoodie, the one hoodie that we all love to share.
Hi, buns. So the question was, I had a misdemeanor that got dismissed later in court, and they're talking specifically with an F1, but I just wanted to say, it really depends on what the charge, again, going back to criminal charges, whether it's going to be a problem or not. But the caution that I want to give with that question is, something that was dismissed probably won't be a problem, but could be a problem, even though it was dismissed, depending on what the terms were. And maybe it was never even a misdemeanor that was going to be a problem to begin with, whether it was dismissed or not. But the critical thing is to not try to hide it. What we see a lot of is people think, oh, something got dismissed, so I don't even have to mention that I was ever charged. And that's a dangerous thing to be doing, because they know.
Yep, right. Absolutely. Really quick, Lee's question. He has his I-129 F approved. Sorry, it takes a couple of months to get to the NVC, and once it gets there, Lee, you can pay those fees, and that will all kind of happen automatically. All right. Okay. We're going to end with this comment, and we are going to be, Ray was ready to give the 2 thumbs up. We'll end with this comment because it's so exciting. Look at that. Kimberlyn Turner says, thank you so much for all the information. I just want to say I got my N400 interview while waiting for the result of removal conditional conditions. Did not have the combo interview, but today I got a mail saying they will not give me my 10 years green card because they will schedule me for my oath ceremony. Yahoo!
Yeah.
God bless you guys, and I will never stop recommending you to people that may need your help. Thank you so
That's fantastic.
much. Love that. Love that. Love
That's a
that.
Navy family there. Look at that.
Okay,
Love it.
wait. Terrence, he says, stop. When you show your beautiful daughter, my wife will want one.
Ah.
Then give her one. All right, guys. This has been
All right,
awesome.
everyone.
So much
Yep.
fun.
Thank you for all the questions, everybody. We will see you next week, same time. Bring your questions. We've got answers.
Come to Citizenship Day,
And
guys.
come to
If you have no
Citizenship
idea
Day.
what we're talking about, it's this
That's right.
Saturday. Come to Citizenship Day. Check out our Facebook page. All the information is there.
All right.
Rhea,
Thanks for
please
joining us.
pin. Thank you.
See you guys.
Bye, guys.
Thumbs up.